Big Sports Network High School Game of the Week is sponsored by White Motors Inc. of Roanoke Rapids, G.W. Hoxton Company, the Center for Energy Education, Lynch's Office Supplies, Gibbons Insurance, Nissan of Roanoke Rapids, Halifax Works Healthcare Express, the Copy Center of Roanoke Rapids, Ren Sports Graphics, Screen Printing and Embroidery. It's time for the High School Game of the Week on BigSportsNC.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing out there? This is Big Sports Digital Network, live here from Weldon 2019 Homecoming. 4 Downs of Coach D Show live here. Make sure you check us out on all our different social media outlets, BigSportsNC.com, and also download the app Big Sports Digital Network on Google Play. So make sure you check this out. And check it out. It's me, Coach D, again, the return of Coach D, the 4 Downs of Coach D Show. Make sure you check us out. Check me out on all my social media outlets. I'm on Facebook, the new 4 Downs of Coach D Show. And I'm also on Twitter. Folks, I got a Twitter page, just like the young folks like to call it, Coach D252. And I'm also on Instagram, 4 Downs Coach D Show. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in, everybody checking out. And here, I'm live here at Weldon Homecoming. They got everything going on out here today. And guess what? They got the homecoming game, 1 o'clock. The Weldon Chargers will be hosting the Northwest Vikings here for homecoming 2019. And just want to get into my little opening statement like you know I like to do. I want to bring up just one small thing. Make sure you check on your people. And when I say check on your people, make sure mental health. I always want to talk about mental health because everybody is a different forms of mental health all the time. It could be personal, it could be physical, mental, psychologically, anything. Make sure you check on your people. Always make sure if you feel like you need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. Always make sure you check on your people. So let's get right into the show today. Guess what? It's Weldon Homecoming, but Northampton County Jaguars have came over here to County Road to take over the 4 Downs of Coach D Show. So I want to introduce my 3 guests right here, the 3 stars of the Northampton County Jags. Have Mr. Najee Newsom, Mr. Samaje Mitchell, and Mr. Javante Scott. How you guys doing this morning?
Great.
All right, you're locked in 4 Downs Coach D. So first off, I want to get into, you guys had a kind of a weird game last night against Rocky Mount Prep, and you guys were able to pull out the victory. So start off with you, Javante. So what are some of the things that you saw last night that you guys are going to have to work on leading into next week?
We got to wake up. We're going to wake up better. Got to do better.
And also, Samaje, what are some of the positive things you can take out of last night's victory?
Well, blocking got right. Then people start running like they're supposed to, hitting the gaps. And then we just start taking out with a win.
And for you, Najee, we know you're on the injury list right now. So what are some of the things you're trying to do to prepare yourself to possibly come back next week?
To be honest with you, I guess get myself fully recovered and run that ball for the boys. You know what I'm saying?
And for the people that don't know, they had a 16-0 win over the Rocky Mount Prep last night. And next week you face off against a primetime matchup. You guys travel down the North Edgecombe to face Marvin Tucker and those guys, the North Edgecombe Warriors. So Najee, what are your thoughts on next week's football game?
To be honest, I think that's gonna be my main competition because they got some big guys and there's a couple guys I ran track with. They right.
And for you, Samaje, what do you think you guys got to do defensively as far as yourself to stop that running game they have?
Well, our D-line gonna have to shoot the gaps like Coach tell them to. Me and Black, we're just gonna have to sit back there. We got to read perfectly, and we're just gonna have to make a play.
And also for you, Javante, you're one of the best tacklers in the area, and we've seen it with the numbers and whatnot. So as far as you, how are you able to wrap up Mr. Barnes, the big fullback they have? What do you think about taking on that challenge next week?
Man, I got to go hard. Got to come hard every time.
So want to get into your offense a little bit. You know, you guys had some changes. The past couple of years, you guys have been run dominant. You've seen to open up the passing game a little bit this year. So for you, Samaje, what are you running the ball? You're one of the leading rushers in the conference right now.
Yes,
so
sir.
what are you looking to do? Establish the run next week. What are you trying to do to get that running game going?
Well, I'm gonna try to get my offensive line to block for me, and I'm just gonna find the gap, hit the hole, and take it to the house.
And for you, Najee, you guys have played kind of quarterback by committee this year. You know, you had the young freshman, you had Zion take some snaps up on the center, and I believe you also had another gentleman take some snaps. I believe so. But so how key is the quarterback play in the offense that you run? It's okay. It's okay. I mean, just be honest. How key is the quarter? I mean, because I want to, the people want to know because, you guys kind of, you went on a 2-game losing streak, and it was kind of tough, and we haven't seen Northampton on a 2-game losing streak in a long time. So, as far as that quarterback play, how important is it for you guys to have the consistent quarterback play in order to make another long run?
Well, like he said, the lineman, our quarterback is perfectly fine, but like my freshman, I think he just panicked too much. I be telling him to have fun with it, but I guess it just get to him too much because, like, last night he was fumbling twice, and then he'll hand the ball off wrong, going the wrong direction. But he's a freshman, I understand he'll get right. But Zion, he all right. It's just our line.
And I understand you're locked in 4 downs, Coach D. Here with 3 Northampton County Jaguars, Javante Scott, Samaje Mitchell, and Mr. Najee Newsome. So, Javante, let's get into this. I know you guys like to look on social media, and I've getting word about, who could be the defensive player of the year, the MVP, and I tell you, Mr. Scott is making a strong case to be the defensive player of the year. So, what do you think makes you be the best defensive player in this area?
I deserve it. I earn it.
And as far as what do you do that separates you from any other player in the Roanoke Valley? Because there's a list of guys. There's some guys that'll be playing on this field today that feel like they have a right to it. But what separates you from that?
My mind different. I'm dedicated to it. I'm humble.
And that's the thing we want from our student athletes. And Samaje, you could be one of the offensive players of the year. It's a couple of other guys. You got a teammate of yours that said he's the best player in the area. I won't get into names, but we all know who we talk about. Yeah. But so what do you think? What could possibly make you be the offensive MVP of the 4 Downs with Coach D show?
Well, just like Black said, you gotta be humble. You gotta keep doing what you want to do. You gotta can't go by what the defense wants you to do. You got to do it on your own. You got to make them play how you want them to play. So you just got to work hard, grind hard, and stay dedicated to it.